Today, talk about the what if Asia rose instead of Europe. So, so the last episode, we saw a collapse of a major country that's equal. Equal has been split into multiple countries. The country couldn't really survive anymore. As well, the Judea Union, they're still surviving. As well, but now we're starting to see the dust finally settle, and another country is about to be defeated. This is another one of the oldest countries in the world, and that is Tamara. Yeah, this country has been around for a while. They used to have a huge, massive empire, but Tamara's government is kind of collapsing. The Turkish part of Tamara, where it has changed hands over the year. Again, this is not the same countries that used to be here. That just all these new countries being created, new cultures being founded, as well, and cultures being erased and replaced as well here. So the culture here of Tamara, this one here, this northern part here, and one country starts to invade it. This is Krika. Krika starts to invade Tamara, whereas they actually start to invade the country here. And Tamara is like, what's going on here? The military and government do not want to do anything, and the government is basically collapsing into anarchy, into civil war as well, and they want a new government as well. Yeah. Tamara's old government is being taken down and defeated as well here. Another country starts to get in on this action, which is Feta. This country is another one of the oldest countries in the world, and they start to invade parts of Tamara as well to take as much land as they possibly can. Yeah, the new Tamaran government also here. The old Tamaran government is basically killed and is defeated. And yeah, Tamara no longer exists as a country as well here. So now there's going to be a split between all three of the parties here. Here, Tamara, one of the oldest countries in the world, is now gone. Yep, just like that. The new peace deal, Krika, will finally gain some of the lands they have always wanted. Feta will now be able to extend their country here. They'll mostly annex here, and there'll be a new country here, which is named after the family dynasty, the Kiasai, as well. This is the new country here, and they now exist here. They put the capital here because the Kiasai are here. Tamara no longer exists here. Another war is going to happen. Is Brakia versus Tauri. Brakia wants to expand, and they start to invade Tauri very quickly. As well, Tauri surrenders very quickly as well here, and Brakia defeats them very quickly. However, another very concerning thing is happening in this world, which is the rise of the far right. So very similar to our timeline, the right wing is rising globally. Nationalism is rising, and we saw the end of the two-system world, which was basically capitalism versus communism, and now we have the new right rising, which is why several countries have become more and more expansionist over the past year as well. Okay, for example, Brakia is the very first country to really embrace this ideology. They want to create a new country here, and the W Alliance is kind of scared because this country used to be part of the W Alliance. These countries used to be allies, and now they're taking out countries that are far weaker than it as well. They are also planning on invading this, Crimea, countries that existed for centuries as well here. But the new right is rising everywhere. Okay. Especially in the Xenia Union, which has basically been united for centuries, but is expected to break apart as well. The Xenia Union government, which became a monarchy, surrenders to the new rebels as well here. Yeah, the government is dissolved and various countries are now finally released. Here, first is this country over here. Is this country right here. Zanu, which is a democracy, as well, which is one of the king's sons, as well. We have this country right here. Yenu, and we have this southern Chinese country right here that has gained its independence. Also, there was a capital city right here. But this country's capital will be in Taiwan. And we have Macau. And we have the Xin as well here. And basically, the Zinese Union finally broke. This used to be like one, as well. But Xin is the very first Chinese country that existed as the oldest. As well, basically, the dynasty couldn't keep itself together. The dynasty was very corrupt. So, Macau, all three of the king's, emperor's sons split up into 4 nations as well. However, this is going to cause the Great Chinese Civil War, which is going to be one of the deadliest wars since the wars as well. Because all Zen, Yenu, and Macau want to reform the country. Meanwhile, Xeniao just wants an independent state. And they'll leave Xeniao alone as they are kind of different as well. So, Yenu starts to invade the Xin dynasty. And they start to invade the Xin dynasty relatively quickly. And the Xin dynasty is being invaded, as well. The Xin dynasty is like, what's going on here? But however, Macau isn't really doing too well against the Zen dynasty as well. They're like, why are we being invaded? We done nothing to you, basically. As well, but now basically all 3 of the brothers are involved in a total war against each other as well here. And Macau is being defeated very, very quickly. After fighting for their independence, basically here. However, Xin might actually be the true loser of this war, as, despite the Xin dynasty being the oldest dynasty as well here, the Yenu dynasty and basically in this world, the dynasties, the reader can change their last name to form a new dynasty. Okay. Which is exactly what they're doing. The Xin dynasty is the oldest constitutional monarchy, is the oldest monarch in the world. However, the Xin dynasty is thus killed. The peace deal is now made. So as of now, the far-right government of China, the Yenu, which basically the Yenu dynasty is a far-right government as well here, they start to basically they want to revive the Zinese Union. So they do eventually plan on invading Tavi, they plan on invading Caesar as well here, and they eventually plan on invading Macau as well, and even North Bisu, as that was a part of the Zinese Union as well here. The far-right nationalism is rising ever higher, and right now Yenu needs to rebuild its military as well here, but isn't the only country of far-right nationalism is rising in, and that is the country of Nerva. The new government of Nerva wants to recreate the glory of the old Nervan dynasties as well, the colonial legacy. But the thing is, Nerva, they can't really do anything, because they have those colony heroes they can't really beat. The problem is, Nerva can't really go anywhere as well here, but they do have one country they can invade, which is Yami as well. Yami, this whole entire alliance is basically created to stop Nova and Yami and expanding further into Africa and also Nilda as well, because they don't want the Middle East, to invade Africa constantly as well here. But Nova can't really take down Yami, as Yami is actually more powerful, so they'll start to invade Dotiv, this country here. The new far-right government of Nova starts to invade Dotiv as well here, and this isn't going very well here. Okay? Here. And Dotiv is being, invaded relatively quickly, and the world is like, wow, this is just absolutely absurd. Dotiv is taken out, and Nova now finally controls Persia after centuries of, I think they lost it to Aston. But they finally got Persia back. They used to own part of Persia. But now they own this huge amount of land here. Okay? However, there has to be something that counters the far right. Okay? As well. Nova is going to create a new far right alliance. This is going to be the X Alliance here. The first and only country to join this so far was Brachia. They became the new far-right alliance as well here. Alongside the third country to really join this is... Actually, there's no third country to join this. The third country to join this is this new dynasty down here, Kiasai, which is another far-right nationalist alliance as well here. And this is a kind of a weak alliance at this moment. There's no real, there's these African alliances, this European alliance, kind of. And other than that, yeah. Another country is about to collapse is Bisa. Bisa is one country, but however, North Bisa wants its independence once again. Okay, Bisa, so not really that powerful. They kind of just say, okay, fine, you can be in a separate country as well. And now North Bisa is back. They are back with even the original government, even and the original ideology. They are trying to basically bring back the world to how it used to be before the World War and nuclear war happened, as well, because they don't like the state of the world. So they see there's no other communist countries in the world, as well, no other countries following their ideology. However, they see 2 elections are coming up and 2 more democratic countries. So first is the country of Osai. Yeah, this is basically Russia, or it's part of Russia. It's part of Russia and part of Siberia as well. Yeah, this is basically the Osai is basically the main leader of the W Alliance. The W Alliance has kind of collapsed over the past couple of years. But the Osai government is holding an election. There is a Democratic candidate and a Communist candidate, and of course a far-right candidate as well. The far-right candidate is polling around 16%. There's also a Green Party, which is polling around 2%, but you also have the Communist Party, which is polling around 45%, the Democratic, candidate as well here, with still 7%, with still 4% undecided, so this election can still go anyway as well here. But the communists are almost about to win. They were about 20%, a month ago, which was when the Northern invasion of Persia ended as well here. And now they're at 35% as well here. And another country that's also also the socialists are winning in is Fanai, where they own around 50%. Fanai They elected socialists, and they leave the W Alliance. Yes, they leave the W Alliance, and the W Alliance basically is collapsing. This old alliance that used to exist is collapsing. Osai, now the elections in Osai have came around, and now they have basically both of them left the W Alliance. Dante also, the W Alliance is now between Norta, Nayasuke, and Fusaka. They still exist to stop expansion from Isgacia and also these countries over here, this mess, which is Eastern Europe as well here. Eastern Europe is basically kind of like the Holy Roman Empire at this point. There's so many little countries at this point as well here. And a new alliance is now being created, which is the new Circle Alliance. This new Circle Alliance will include Fanai and Osai and North Bisa. This is the Communist Circle Alliance. And yeah, now we have the Communist Circle Alliance. We have the new Fascist Alliance as well here. And now it's going to be domination for the extreme ideologies around the globe between communism and far-right fascism, so that's National Socialism, working together. And yeah, the world is 100% scared of this. The only other alliance that still exists is the W Alliance, which doesn't really exist anymore. They're now mostly just restricted to over here. And of course, the African Defense League, which exists as well. Yeah. Also, the African Defense League will extend to include this little country right here. They join alongside a new country has joined, which is Viami. They have joined the African Defense League. Basically, this is the African Union, as well here. This is basically to prevent any countries from outside of Africa to invade Africa. So Viami and EC also join as well, alongside Tiawan joins as well. These countries all join as well. These countries become a part of the African Defense League, as well as it's gaining traction as well here to prevent Africa from basically being, exploited and taken over. And many more countries are actually considering to join this as well here, as Africa wants to basically be, doesn't want these guys, and also maybe even Krika, or even Europeans and Asians trying to invade Africa and make colonies once again. And that's what this video here. Goodbye.